Hey guys, we got two things we want to do for reading today. First of all, we're going to read this little story. It's a science fiction story about these two robots trying to build this time machine. It's on page 80 in your big book. And then we want to take our our Unit 1, Week 4 assignment. It's in your Thursday packet. It has the cause and effect on the front of it. The Box Zip Project. So this is kind of a fun little story here. The 13th sun of Zport rose in the orange-tinted sky as Dr. Tank and his assistant Shine arrived for work. "Good morning," Shine said, slipping into his lab coat. "Today is the day. I feel it in my battery." Dr. Tank smiled and said, "Now, Shine, we don't feel. We are robots, remember?" Shine's robot laughter clattered like marbles inside of a can. "Yeah, you got me, Dr. Tank. But honestly, I think we'll figure out the problem with this silly machine today." The silly machine, known as Box Zip, stood in the middle of the science laboratory, and it looked like a ticket booth. "Let's hope so, Shine. This project will be history if we're not successful pronto." Now, pronto means quickly. For months, the robots had been attempting to travel in the Box Zip to Earth. A voyage to planet X2 was no problem, and it was twice the distance. They could land on Grulon in a heartbeat. When they traveled to Zinzine, they returned 10 minutes before they had left. But Earth, every time they attempted to land on the bizarre planet, they could only get so close. "Time for the morning checklist," Dr. Tank said. "Radio," Shine answered. "Inertia," inquired Dr. Tank. "Check." That means things that are at rest are staying at rest, so the machine's still there. "Check," Shine said. "This baby is definitely at rest." "Superb. Now let's apply force to move it," Dr. Tank said. Together they pushed Box Zip, which slid easily. "Now use force to stop it," Dr. Tank said. Shine held out an enormous robot hand and immediately stopped the sliding Box Zip. "Let's do a trial run to Kluger and back," said Dr. Tank. Both robots stepped into the Box Zip and buckled up. "Accelerate to warp times 5 blinkers," Dr. Tank advised. As Box Zip moved faster, the seatbelts kept the robots in place. Almost instantly, Box Zip glided into the dusty purple planet. Shine wanted a purple frozen beverage from the 7012 store. Now, in Milwaukee, I don't know that we have many of these, but in many other places in the country, they have little gas stations and little convenience stores that are called 7-Elevens. So this was kind of a little joke there, and a purple frozen beverage would be like a purple slushie. So he wanted to get a purple slushie from the gas station, and so they made it sound like it's a 7-Eleven, a 7012 store. But Dr. Tank explained that there was simply no time. In 5 blinkers, they were back to the laboratory. "Kluger is no problem, yet we can't manage an Earth landing," the frustrated Dr. Tank said. "It's ridiculous." "Come on," Shine encouraged. Giving up is not an option." Dr. Tank couldn't help but smile at his unfailing, cheerful assistant. Now he regretted not letting Shine get a purple frozen beverage on Kluger. "You're absolutely right," said Dr. Tank. "Let's try Earth again." Buckled safely into the Box Zip, Shine began to accelerate to warp times 7 blinkers, then 12 blinkers. The world was a distorted blur of colorful motion. The robot's chrome teeth chattered as they whizzed through the galaxy, finally landing with a thud. They peered out the window. "Trats!" Dr. Tank shouted in frustration. "It's happened again. We'll never make it all the way down." Shine looked down. There was Earth below, yet Box Zip remained at least 15 feet above, stuck in the many arms of an enormous green-brown structure. Now, if you look in the picture over here, it can help you see what they're on. They're from another planet, so they don't know what's going on Earth, and they call this green-brown structure. We would probably call it a tree. "Why can't we get to Earth?" Dr. Tank cried. "Yoo-hoo!" There came a voice from below. The robots looked at each other. Something was attempting to communicate. "Yoo-hoo!" The voice called again. "Maybe yoo-hoo means hello," said Shine. "Let's try to communicate." Shine leaned out the window, calling, "Yoo-hoo! Might I possibly make an inquiry?" That means that the guy wants to ask a bunch of questions to search for some information, the Earth creature said. An inquiry, said Shine. A question. Might I ask you a question? Certainly, answered Dr. Tank. And then we'll ask you a question. Very well, said the creature. Did you mean to land in a tree? Tree? Said Shine. What a hilarious name for this funny-looking thing. Your tree prevented us from landing on your planet, said Dr. Tank. Is there something we can do about it? The creature nodded his head. I believe that gravity might offer a solution. Try rocking back and forth a bit. Once you start falling, I'm sure you'll come all the way down. The robots looked at each other doubtfully. Still, they shifted from side to side until the box began to move. Then it moved down. In fact, it moved down rather quickly. Yes, Dr. Tank shouted. We've landed on Earth at last. To prove their successful landing, the robots had photographs made with the Earth creature, whose name turned out to be Mortimer. With some special sticky tape, Box Zip was soon patched up and ready to go home. Now, do you have any idea what this sticky tape would be? It's something we use all the time to fix things here on Earth. What tape fixes things? Yes, got it. Duct tape, right? Have you ever used duct tape to fix something? Box Zip was soon patched up and ready to go home. Before leaving Earth, Dr. Tank bought Shine a delicious green frozen beverage for the trip home. All right, so that was a fun little story for you. You can turn your story back now to our story from yesterday. They'll help you with our worksheet that you'll see on our next video.